So with the Celtics taking a 2-0 lead in the best-of-7 series against the Milwaukee Bucks, some people are saying because of the outcome of Game 2, a 14-point win, that this Celtics,
big win,
that this series may be done before most of us anticipated, while others are saying this team is still overachieving. Nick, which side of the fence do you find yourself on?
This is over in 5 games.
5 games?
5 games.
Come on.
Okay. Milwaukee's going to pull one out in Milwaukee.
Nick, the
Celtics come back and close it out.
The Celtics did what they're supposed to do in the playoffs. You win at home.
Okay, that's so cliche.
Yeah. It stands. It's true.
It's the truth, but it is cliche.
Jimmy, tell me,
okay,
tell me
we
I'm
sat
wrong.
here.
Tell me
We sat here at the end of the 82-game schedule,
I knew this
and we gave our predictions for the series, and it was
They're
like
the Celtics in 9.
Ooh, we think Celtics, but it's gonna be in 7. It's gonna be close. Not you, but I'm just saying. People on this show. Some people said 7. Some people said 6.
But they are the underdog, and I think the Celtics will beat them in 6 games. I don't think it's come back.
You going 6 too?
I'll also go. I'll go 6.
I'll go Celtics in 7.
I did.
Some people said 5, Jeremy.
I think now what we're seeing is a Celtics team that just continues to shut everybody up who continues to doubt them. They lose Gordon Hayward, and that's it for the Celtics.
So how far can they go?
They lose Daniel Tice. They say everyone's it for the Celtics. Now they lose Kyrie Irving, though, for real. And obviously people are going to say, well, that's it for them. Apparently NBA teams are trying to line themselves up to play the Celtics in the first round. Well, luckily for the Bucks, they ended up being the team, and now they're down 0-2. And I think the Celtics are playing with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder that Terry Rozier's talked about after that Game 2 victory. So that's what you're seeing right now. They have all the confidence in the world going to Game 3. Beat a Bucks team Tuesday night that shot 60% and beat them by 14.
Right. And that's impressive. Don't get me wrong. I mean, the fact that they shot 60%, they still lost by 14. I mean, obviously, they need to buckle down defensively, but we can't sit here and say that we haven't seen this story before. Whereas, you know, the Celtics pick up 2 games and, you know, drop 2 on the road in the playoff series.
No, we've seen it.
I've seen it before.
We've seen it. And with a young team, you can also you will not be surprised if the Celtics lose Game 3.
No, I think they probably will drop Game 3.
So that's the one game they're going to drop. You're saying, because you're saying 5.
Yeah, I think they're going to drop Game 3, win Game 4, and come back here, win Game 5.
All right, so since you're the most confident one out of this group, out of the 3 of us, how far does this team go, realistically?
Oh, man, if they play Philadelphia, they're done in the second round.
See, I disagree with that.
Why?
I think that's just a wide-open series. I think that's going to be a fun, up-tempo series with
Real
young
fun.
players on both sides, but I think the Celtics' advantage is that they have veterans that the Sixers don't have. Now, obviously, Kyrie's one of them that's gone now, but you still have guys like Al Horford. You have Marcus Morris. Those are 2 guys that are big parts of this Celtics team on both ends of the court, and they have a strong second.
They have JJ
unit.
Redick. I mean,
yeah. Don't get me wrong, and the Sixers are going to get Embiid back at some point soon.
Yep.
So I think it's going to be a fun.
Did you see that mask he's going to wear?
I don't think we'll be able to wear that actually. That's the old Kyrie mask. I think.
Yeah, I think those 2 teams. I mean, we talked about this before when they faced off in London. I mean, they can face each other.
The Sixers were a different.
They measure up really well.
They're
a much different team now, but so are the Celtics. Exactly. You know,
the Celtics went down and the Sixers went up.
Right. Well, they had that big winning streak, but I mean, let's face it. I mean, the Celtics have proven that no matter who they're facing on the other side, you're telling me that Ben Simmons is gonna beat the Celtics
so if the
by
Celtics,
himself? I mean, yeah, you
if
talk about
Giannis
Joel
can't beat the
Embiid.
Celtics by himself, I don't think there's anybody on the Sixers that can beat the Celtics by himself.
How
I
about
think it'll
on
be
the
a great
Cavs?
series.
He pretty much just said what I was trying to say. Yes.
Right, and I think right now, I think if you look at the Celtics team, the way they played the first 2 games, and it's only 2 games, but you can't tell me that they can't get to the Eastern Conference Finals. I still think it's the Raptors coming out of the East, but you can't tell me the Celtics can't at least get there and make it a somewhat interesting series.
Right.
Hey, listen.
Because they believe now.
We know heading into this postseason, what's everyone saying? Oh, the Celtics don't have enough star power. Well, you combine Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, that's plenty of star power.
Keep them separated.
Terry Rozier, Marcus Morris. I mean, game 1 and 2, one guy takes, it was Tatum in game 1, Brown in game 2.
And then the anchor
Rozier
hasn't
Rozier hasn't shown any signs of slowing down, and neither has Marcus Morris.
And these are young guys that you can really rally around if you're a Celtics fan. So maybe it's time to take a step back and look at what you have on this current roster when you have a guy like Hayward out and a guy like Irving out, and you've got these young guys coming in, stepping up, proving their worth.
No doubt.
Raising their worth. Danny Ainge is jumping for joy up in the in the front office somewhere. Exactly. Well, and we'll see.
Happy today. I saw him in the back actually before the game.
We'll see where all this ends up with those guys like Rozier, Brown, Tatum, because there's a lot of Celtics fans that are very quick that want to flip them for a Kawhi or for Davis. But you know what? Be careful what you wish for, because these guys are playing like future stars in the NBA.
Oh yeah, but and one more thing on that note, I do believe the Celtics went to Washington up 2-0, didn't they? And then they dropped 2 games last year. So anything's
exactly my
possible.
point.
I mean, I'm the guy saying Celtics in 5. I like what I've seen so far.
Oh, he's already going back on it. All right,
But-
let's wrap it up. He's going back on it.
anything is
Before he
possible.
before he flip
Nick, is that backpedaling? I'm here.
Before he flips,
Is that backpedaling over there?
Backpedal.
Okay,
I'm just
all right.
giving all the options.
All right,
Yeah.
before he flips on the other side of the fence, let's close this one out. We'll see what happens, of course. The Celtics head to Milwaukee for Game 3 and 4, and we'll see how far this team can go. And we got you covered, of course, as
You'll be
usual.
there.
CLNS Media.
Nice.
I am Josie Pavone. I will be in Milwaukee, and I'll
Not
see
to
you
brag.
guys there.
Jimmy.